inch, so I just gotta kind of keep track of what I'm doing here.
Give it a little measure.
Give it a little pull, a little measure, a little hit.
Oh, okay, like hit it to unlock it, kind of.
Yeah.
Do you want that the stake? Remember how we measured it before? Do you want that? You want to do
We can do that too. So I was.
So this is the rig. It's all bolted down on the pinch welds. We did some measurement using some straight edge and some things, so he knows how many millimeters this was in. It was in 20 millimeters, so he's going to pull until he gets to the correct number.
So that corner's 340 on the other side.
Oh, 340 on the other side. Gotcha.
Let him record that.
No, we could see the concept. So three.
You need a body hammer just to slap some of this stuff around the inside here, Larry.
Okay. So these are the tram gauges for the comparative measurements. You can use these. You can use that. But they've made their reference, and we're gonna
Getting the use out of that thing, good.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so we went from here to the edge, and that's about 340 right there.
Okay,
So I don't want to go too far, so
No.
just start tapping.
Yeah,
Use that.
And that's going to move it up some more.
Yeah, relieve that a little bit. And then you can even tap in here a little bit, up.
Yep.
And then we'll let it off and see. Actually, we can let it.
Ooh, that moves easy. Holy shit.
It's soft. It's pretty soft.
Very soft.
Didn't take much to damage it.
I noticed when I pulled on it, I thought I could pull that out with my hands
No.
almost.
It needs a little
But
bit.
I could bend the middle.
It's all done.
Yeah. Now you can see if you can get in the trunk, and then I don't know if you can push a little this out while we got pressure on it.
Yeah, let me tap on the
I actually was able to reach it with my hand, but I couldn't swing.
wheelhouse a little bit.
Here, take a look at this. I want to look. Get in here. I want to show you
Oh, I
something.
see.
Look in here. You right in here where my hands are at?
Yes.
I want to see if that's on the other side or if that's a buckle.
I think it's a buckle, Joe.
It looks like it, doesn't it?
Yes,
Oh,
it does.
I can see that one too.
Now, Larry, that's not supposed to be there like that.
Okay. Okay.
So you can tap on that a little bit on the inside too.
Is that other hammer?
Okay, hang on. Let's let the pressure off and see what happens.
It's walking
Okay.
right out.
Is it?
I can do a little more because I got some on that surface right here. There's
Okay.
an obvious buckle. Let me get that too. Damn, this moves fast.
It's that nice Honda metal.
Yeah.
You've been working on too much old, strong stuff.
Yeah. 16 gauge.
Yeah.
That walked that buckle right out.
Yeah,
So
I
let's
can-
let the
Dead
pressure
soft.
off of it. I think it's pretty close.
It's dead soft.
Hit the down button, the top one. There's not really hardly anything on it.
Yeah, okay, they're loose.
Make a measurement.
I didn't go back much.
No, I didn't.
So it held. You were thinking it might kind of like
It springs back.
fall back in?
Yeah, it always springs back some.
I see.
So let's see here. Yeah, 337.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
I
about
think-
right where it needs to be. I don't want to overpull it.
Oh.
337 is what I remember seeing
Yeah.
with you over there. I remember the number.
So we can just cut those off.
So the point is,
Well,
at
this location here.
from a specific spot in the liner out to the actual arch,
Yeah, we need 4.
and they're matching it on the other side. They pulled it out 20 millimeters.
Cut it, and then we'll put it on the other side, right?
Okay, you can do that.
Yeah, just put a piece of tape from this corner, Larry. From this corner.
Okay.
Up. Give me one of these. Huh? You should give me one of these. Did I give you one of those?
Yeah, I don't want to.
I think I
have
did.
one in my truck.
So we think that this is
Oh,
good,
we were from here.
but if you look over here, we're still in.
It gets worse with time.
So you can see this is definitely in a little. Just gonna pull. Now this is not real related to alignment. This is really superficial surface stuff. But if it was, let's say, more structural in here, you know, more near the front suspension or even the rear suspension, it would be the same type of procedure. Taking measurements, chaining it, you know, bolting it down and using hydraulic power to pull. And they may have to hammer and bang and twist and heat and whatever, but they would get it pulled to the correct measurements using some of their measurement stuff, or in this case we're just using the tape measure. The main goal for now is to get the quarter panel to look correct with the wheel, and the wheel bolts here, so we might as well use the rotor as a reference point, since this is really for looks, not so much for structure. So I'm working on it. And here's a nice walk around of the machine with the towers. And you know, here's the operator that'll pump the cylinder. As it pumps the cylinder, right here the ram will rise. That'll pull the chain up, and then this pulley will basically change it. As that goes up, it'll pull the chain in because of this pulley. So that's how we do the pull on it. Here's a little bit more of a perspective. So you see it's all bolted down all over the place. And this side's all taken apart just to do our side-to-side comparative measurements. So that's how you do it.
Right in that radius. Talking about 16 and a quarter, Larry? No. We were here. I think
Oh,
we
okay,
were
yeah,
out.
yeah,
We were out here, right?
Yes, you are.
We were,
Yes.
Let me just double check and make sure they're doing this the same way on both sides.
All right, so you saw what they did over there. Let's watch them do that same measurement over here. We'll know if it needs to be pulled
Before
anymore.
we cut those off, right?
Yes.
So here we're back here again. And if anything,
Yep. You are.
that's about right.
Yes,
So
it
when we
is.
put them here, more will come out, right? We're gonna put some more tabs here.
Okay. Yep.
And it's not moving back.
Nope.
Do you want to put some pressure on this, just a little bit, so when you're tapping this from the inside, you can help
Get my
relieve it?
sleeve on. I'll just start bumping.
Let's
that out.
just put a little. I'm not gonna put very little pressure on this. I'm just gonna. Yeah, he's getting some of that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I promise I got no leverage.
I saw that too.
Do you have anything you can?
I'll get it. Just gotta figure it out.
Good.
Yeah, I just got it.
So now all I got left is the crease itself right there, which I can finish off from the outside. And you notice how it sets finally. It's still loose, but once you get them all
it's getting close.
together, it'll set.
Yeah, not like the oil can.
Right, it'll take the oil can out, and I can still shrink it after that.
Yeah.
too is not to over pull it. If you
Yeah.
need to, you can always go back over it again,
Yeah.
but you don't want to over pull it and pull the little mold holes into it.
I would over pull.
Because then you're going to have issues with your fill work.
Yeah,
Because they're going to keep
they're gonna be
popping
high.
through. Yes.
Yeah.
Just paint there. Because that area is so low.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
That's paint. That's why it's not sticking.
Do you want me to grab the little grinder? I can.
But it has to roll out before
First.
I can get to it. Yeah, that's
Gotcha.
right. There's stuff in the way there. Still.
Yeah.
Can you go forward a little bit?
Yep.
At that same level?
Yeah. I'm in that ballpark.
Yeah. Can you go forward again to that
Okay,
one
yep.
area?
I'm as far forward as I can till it hits that brace for the fuel filler.
That's working. That's pretty good. Because I have to pull down here where it's got a little bit of a lower area from the outside. Only on the plate, not on the part, not on the car.
Yes.
Great. Great. And I'll knock that down.
Okay, so I can see the high spots it hit.
Yep.
Yes. Definitely saw a little steam on that one.
Oh yeah, you'll see the movement. You just want to keep turning this over because this has to stay cold.
Right.
So, because what's going on is that it's using the heat from the friction to shrink the high spots. It'll tighten up the panel, but
Yeah.
as soon as it's heated up, you must quench it immediately because that completes the shrinking process. So no
Gotcha.
high spot. It doesn't remove any metal. All it's doing is just shrinking the high areas.
Cool. So I end up with a whole bunch of little, like, almost pinholes.
Those are the little mounds.
Yeah,
from the,
exactly.
Pulling.
Yep, for sure. Yeah.
Incredibly tight. Okay, there's one right there. We got to pop that back out. But before I do that, I'll shrink this one right there.
Yep.
Okay. So let's start level. So now we just got to pull these two areas out from the inside.
Okay.
There, the one that's sunk in.
Yep.
Yep. See how
Yeah, but
tightened
it's
up?
still actually
Oh,
tight.
It's,
Yeah.
it's real tight. Yep, real tight. But I'm trying to reduce the amount of filler, so if I
Yeah,
get this area
definitely.
and pop that out,
Yep.
then this whole area will
Meant just to
require a
skim.
whole lot- yes, that's what we're trying to do. Just a skim coat of filler. And this is hot right there. Oh, I put that clear right there. Sorry. Just like Bill was at the paint store this morning, and he asked me, it was about 9:30, he says, hey, I need the color coat off of the paint that's in the trunk
Pulling
of the
that whole
Mustang."
arch right now.
I'm sitting there working, it's about 10:15, I go, oh, fuck. None. Everything just is gone, you know?
That's how you know there's something really wrong with you.
Nah, that you know that you're good at what you do.
You could sell real estate for a living and
How do you like that?
not even sweat. No,
got
it's
the
cool.
keys in
I wanted to get that. That was really good.
See all the keys in there? And
So this is
see how the bridge is working? Can you-
bridged into the door. Yeah, I did. I see those.
Tension it?
Yeah,
We
yeah,
got 10
definitely.
millimeters out of that.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, I mean almost immediately. Just with two cranks, got 10
Yeah.
millimeters on the wheelhouse.
Cool.
I'm gonna go get.
Yeah, this thing is definitely a nice, cool setup. Alright, so this metal work is complete. These look like high spots, but they're really pretty flat. The last bit of work was pulling this down here. All pulled. And if you look over here, you can see that shape is there. It's close. So this was a lot of hours, a lot of labor by highly skilled people. So just that 5 mile an hour or less impact caused, what we would say by the time this is all done retail is like $4,000 worth of damage. So any little bumper cars is a really big thing. The next steps, which I may or may not catch, are going to be to prime and seal, to work with filler, to again prime and block and get it all sanded, and then to paint base coat here and clear all the way up over by the mirror. So there's quite a bit more, but the metal work is finished. Ready to go. So right there's just a little spot, and then the middle work's done. I misspoke at first. So he's gonna do that same process, and then we're moving on. That's it.